Hi, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV, and tonight is the middle of Series 2 of the J-World Thursday Night Racing, and tonight, also, we're focusing on the J24 fleet. They successfully hosted the North Americans last year, and this year they're really turning their focus inward to make the fleet bigger and grow and have way more fun. It's a little rainy out here tonight, so we'll see what happens. And speaking of the North American Championship, the J24s and 22s are having theirs right here at the Severn Sailing Association this October. It'll be the 46th edition. Not enough room on the starting line for Upgrade, our co-fleet captain. The rest of them are off on their first race of the night. Sam McGuire, skippering one of the newest boats in the fleet. It used to be called the duck season or rabbit season because a few years ago the fleet tried to decide to use a rabbit start for the East Coast Championship. The race team pulled the trigger a bit too soon trying to get a jump, but the rabbit, this boat, unfortunately didn't really come out unscathed. Approaching the first windward mark, the left one out, Buxton, Peter Rich. He's been racing with his crew, Dave Goldberg, Liv Barton, Ray Dixon for years, and they are a well-oiled racing machine, always at the top of the Corinthian teams at East Coast Championship. And for the St. Michael's race on Thursday nights, he's just awesome. He's also the Fleet 8 treasurer. Second round is Rue, and they have Pat Fitzgerald on board tonight. The fleet is a little bit thinner tonight because two teams are at the J24 North American Championship in Sandusky, Ohio. Wishing luck to Rush Hour and Banger Packet. They brought up their jib nice and early, tucked away their kite nice and early. They're already hiking out, ready for this nice puff coming downwind. Extending their lead, it's Buxton, Peter Rich. Being the first to jibe downwind, Spaceman's fifth. Pete Castle takes over second place, but it is very close. Only one short windward leg to the finish line. But they cannot catch Buxton. He'll take the bullet in race one for the night. The J24s believe that the best part of sailing is the people, and they are focusing on expanding their pool of available crew. So, to attract new sailors in the spring, they did a get to know ya at the Spin Sheet Crew Party, and the following weekend held a crew training clinic headed up by sailing coach Kristen Berry. Between the two events, they had a ton of response with almost 30 new crew members showing up and getting excited about J24 sailing.
Turn us up. It also means that Genoa can get forward of the spreader and pull right now. And so in the douse, oftentimes we trip the pole comes down to the deck, and then I become the human pole.
Race number 2, and it's a little bit boat favored. Everyone pulling the trigger a little early in higher breeze. Rue will be the one to start closest to the boat. Pete Castle at the pin. Rue and Buxton are having a bit of a match race to the left side of the course. Rue, co-owned by Brad Young and Will Davenport. After getting sat on, Buxton throws in 2 more tacks, putting them a little bit more behind. Rue still in the lead. Buxton's a little short-handed tonight, doing everything with only 4 people instead of 5. Pete Castle's spaceman Spiff around next. He is the social director for the J24 fleet, always setting up the music for the East Coast Championships and coordinating the fleet fun every season. When he's not sailing, you can find him hitting the drums in his band, Rickshaw Lizard, around town. It's a long port to get down to this bottom mark. Jibs creeping up slowly because it's going to be a tricky douse in this much breeze. Throwing in an immediate tack after the drop to adjust for this very skewed course. Buxton, Peter Rich takes the win in the second race as well. So if you're watching out there and saying, wow, these are pretty cool boats, you should definitely get involved. Follow the J24 Fleet 8 Facebook group and follow at J24ECC on Instagram and join their listserv. So whether you plan to race the East Coast or hop on a race committee or volunteer for the regatta, save the date and join the fun. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. For T2P TV, I'm Ashley Love.